Have you ever felt like your mental health is getting worse by the day? Like you are slowly going backward mentally instead of improving? Well, it may have something to do with your habits that can be brain damaging and harmful to your mental health. Some habits may seem to fit our lifestyles and desires, but affects various aspects of our mental health without us knowing. Maybe you are used to drink 8 cups of coffee every day as you work on demanding projects so that you can hit your deadline. It helps you to do that since it will keep you alert and productive, but this destroys your brain slowly. In this video, you will learn what not to do so that you improve and maintain optimum mental health years to come. Here are 7 brain damaging habits to stop doing now. Number 1. Allowing yourself to be overwhelmed by stress and anxiety frequently. If your life is filled with stress-inducing events that constantly weigh you down, that might affect your mental health in the long run and damage your brain. Studies show that stress may cause long-term changes in your brain that make you vulnerable and various mental illness by influencing a process known as oligodendrogenesis. To avoid getting stressed all the time, you should consider reducing the factor that increase your chances of having stress. A problem-solving plan or strategy that helps you solve the problems you face regularly can also go a long way too. Moreover, working with a stress-relieving techniques such as meditation can also help reduce an high level of stress hormone cortisol. Number 2. Failing to take on new challenging activities. If you are used to doing the same task every day for a long period, chances are that you are slowly destroying your brain. Now, this doesn't mean that if you are a doctor or a lawyer and you are doing the same task almost every day, you are hurting your brain. No, having a career or becoming an expert at something by regularly doing it okay, and it has positive benefits. However, if you don't go out of your way and do something new and stretch your brain little, then you are bringing problems to your life. Research shows that doing new things creates new patterns for your neural activity, making your brain sharp and maintaining optimal mental health. Learning a new skill has been found to create these patterns, so learning fine arts, driving motorbike or car, learning a new language, or learning any other skills, crafts, or activities that you have never done before really adds value not only financially but also mentally. Number 3. Avoiding the gym room. We can all admit that we are not always pumped up to go to the gym or follow the fitness routines that we have set for ourselves. Sometimes a day comes when we are not feeling it, and then a day becomes 2, then 3, and before long, it has been months or years since we have worked out. Being inactive for long causes functional and structural changes in the brain, which increases the chances of getting cardiovascular problems. Sitting for hours without following it with something serious exercise can have a significant effect of your health and the brain damaging. That is why you are always advised to spare a few minutes out of your day to do some form of physical exercise and will get blood running. Becoming active fitness-wise means doing it every so often, not every day. If your work schedule doesn't allow you to work out each day, you can do it on those days when you have little to no work at least 3 to 4 times a day. Number 4. Not getting enough restful sleep. We all require refreshing sleep after a long day at work, but we don't always get to have that. Maybe you have some task you need to complete or an assignment that you need to submit before the deadline. So you steal some of your sleep time to the work on that. Making this a habit, depriving yourself to sleep makes it hard for your brain and to function properly. Other aspects such as alertness, memory, the ability to learn verbally, and the emotional state of your brain are also affected. Very few hours of sleep also reduce your rate of productivity and your ability to decode people's emotions. Managing your time well during the day Avoiding caffeine and alcohol, keeping away electronics, and avoiding stress are better ways to ensure you get the amount of sleep that your brain requires to perform. Number 5. Juggling many tasks at once. The main reason why we multitask is to achieve more in less time. However, doing this more counterproductive than you might think. Firstly, you think you are doing more in short period when in fact you are setting yourself up for disaster. Our brain are not designed to multitask. We are meant to handle our tasks at time. And when we multitask, our attention is divided and we end up doing low quality work. You give your brain very little time to process and prepare how you should approach each work that right way to get desired results and thus strain it. Also, research shows that multitasking increases the level of our stress hormone, which can be brain damaging. In the long term, your actions affect the overall performance of your brain. Number 6. Limited socializing. Well, this is going to disappoint most introverts, although not much. Staying alone for a long period might be working against you more than you think it does for you. See, human beings grow and get better with more interactions. The very act of interacting with a person involves the brain and boosts its function at the same time. When you are speaking to someone, you have to think, reason, and process what you are told so that you can give good responses. You have to retrieve some information from your memory and use it in your discussions, and you have to store new information that you get from the person. When you fail to meet new people or talk to the close people you already have, you are losing out, and this can be brain damaging. Creating and actively maintaining social networks helps to keep mental decline at bay and enables you to be more mentally sharp. Number 7. The smart device addiction. Using mobile devices in the technological era is inevitable. But when you do it too much, especially at night, you risk your ability to fall asleep easily, which brings the brain damaging effects of lack of sleep. On top of that, it limits your level of creativity and makes you dependent, which is not good thing for someone who is required to be active and productive during the day and sleep peacefully at night. Smart device addiction is also associated with increased mental health conditions, low self-esteem, limited learning ability, and high chances of cognitive decline. While you have to use mobile devices, it is good practice to make sure that you are controlling the amount of time you are spending on it and keep it minimum. In summary, embracing habit that seems comfortable and more fitting for us is various situations may seem to be improving our lives, but in fact they may do quite the contrary. They may be brain damaging and even harmful to our physical health. Instead, you should aim to engaging in various mental and physical exercises like meditation, going to gym often, getting involved in challenging brain games, learning new languages, using your other hand instead of dominant one, being careful how you sleep and how you handle stressful events in your life, and remain active for the better part of the day. And also, don't forget to make new friends often. Hope you like this video. If so, then don't forget to support us by liking this video and subscribe to our channel.